For decades, Louisville has been one of the loudest basketball cities in America without a seat at the NBA table. A city that breathes hoops, a city raised on banners, traditions, and packed gyms. College basketball royalty, but always told, maybe one day. Well, that day is now, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Louisville basketball, an NBA franchise built from nothing. No inherited stars, no shortcuts, no history to lean on. Just a city, a front office, and a belief that this market belongs on the biggest stage in the sport. Expansion puts us in the middle of a tough central. The Midwest is crowded, territorial, and unforgiving. Chicago, Cleveland, and Detroit, three proud franchises. Three cities that don't care about expansion stories or feel-good moments. These teams will test us early and often, and that's exactly how rivalries are born. The NBA expansion also brings in Las Vegas Outlaws, a franchise built on flash, money, and an instant national attention. Vegas will definitely be grabbing headlines. Now let's talk about ownership. Let's talk about Terry Free. Terry Free isn't a silent investor. He isn't a name on paperwork. He is present, involved, and watching everything that we do. From the very beginning, Terry Free has made one thing clear: franchise morale matters. He believes teams don't just win with talent, they win with belief, with chemistry, with players and staff who feel valued, heard, and protected. This is an organization where happiness isn't a luxury, it's part of the plan. The doors are open, conversations are constant, front office decisions don't happen in isolation, coaching decisions don't happen without accountability. But make no mistake, this isn't a country club. Winning is the expectation. That's why the first major hire was head coach Jake Thomas, a defensive-minded coach who believes effort travels and defense travels even better. Jake Thomas isn't chasing headlines or offensive fireworks. He's chasing habits, rotations, accountability, growth. His philosophy is simple: defend first, develop always, earn every minute on the floor. That message sets the tone from day one. And while the coach shapes the present, the future belongs to the scouting department. That future is led by Mike Campbell. Campbell has built his reputation in the shadows of draft night, second-round picks, overlooked prospects, players nobody circles on their mock drafts. He's known across the league as a scout who finds value where others stop looking. And for an expansion team, that matters. Stars are expensive, but development is priceless. So together, Jake Thomas and Mike Campbell form the backbone of this organization. A coach who develops, a scout who finds, and an owner who demands winning and unity. It's all about building a system, and that system starts right here in the expansion draft. Our first selection is Luguentz Dort, a two-way wing. Dort has made a name in the league as one of the toughest perimeter defenders you'll find, capable of locking down elite scorers night in and night out. While his offense isn't built around creation, his effort, competitiveness, and defensive versatility gives this young team an identity from day one: defense first. He's exactly the kind of glue guy that you need on an expansion roster. Next up, we grabbed Mitchell Robinson, a true interior anchor. Robinson isn't a high-usage offensive piece, but he protects the rim, alters shots, and grabs rebounds. His presence will help define our defense in the paint and keep second-chance points down. If Dort sets the tone on the perimeter, Robinson brings intimidation in the paint. Hachimura adds instant scoring punch and size on the wing. A smooth and experienced scorer who can create his own shots, stretch the defense, and play multiple forward spots. Hachimura gives the offense a much-needed go-to option, especially in crunch time. John Collins brings athleticism, pick-and-pop scoring, and front-court rebounding, a proven starter when healthy. Collins gives Louisville a physical presence and some spacing. And with Julian Champagny, we pick up a wing who has shown scoring efficiency and floor spacing potential. And then with a cast of players like Duncan Robinson, a proven three-point veteran, Ryan Nembhard, who brings playmaking instincts and vision, Danny Wolf, a long-term project on the front court with tools worth developing, Adam Bana, a former second-round pick with athleticism and defensive upside, and Josh Green, who has experienced toughness and a slashing scoring to the roster. Deron Holmes, Killian Hayes, and Jalen Clark round out this team. And immediately after the draft, we definitely had to make some moves, so we pulled off a big signing, bringing in Jackie Miles, a 21-year-old with elite inside scoring and bully ball finishing. He gives this young team a true offensive centerpiece. He has the ability to attack closeouts, create for himself, and stretch defenses, which gives us a backbone to build around. He's exactly the kind of young star that Terry Free wanted when he said we don't want just prospects, we want to win right now. This expansion hall blends defensive toughness, shooting, playmaking, and youth development upside. Louisville has veterans who can set a culture, young talent with a room to grow, and a few key offensive pieces to give, some competitiveness from the jump. Coach Jake Thomas will emphasize defense, effort, and development, and this roster assembled by Mike Campbell's keen eye reflects that philosophy perfectly. But the wait is finally over, ladies and gentlemen. After months of planning, drafting, and debate, Louisville basketball finally steps onto the floor for its first game in franchise history, and it all happens right here at home. The building is full, the crowd is ready, and across the floor stands a familiar Midwest foe, the Indiana Pacers. It all starts right now. Louisville, Indiana, opening night. Let's tip it off.
Here we go.
Louisville is officially in the NBA, first expansion team of this cycle, alongside the Las Vegas Outlaws. Only Terry Free putting us into the Central Division as Hachimura scores the first 2 points of Red Hawks history. Lou Dort brings it up, swings it over to Miles. Miles to Champagne in the corner. Again, this offense is going to have to figure itself out. It's going to have to figure out its identity, figure out who's going to score, who's going to do what, as they're trying to meld together a bunch of different identities as Dort misses there. Neesmith with the rebound. Siakam over in the corner gets 3. They're going to have to figure it out defensively, that's for sure. So they start to swing it around. Dort up to the top of the key. Dort for 3. No good. As we said, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to have to figure out some things. The keys to success tonight include defending, finding the offensive identity, and controlling movement. This team was built on defense, with defense in mind, as Miles drive down the middle of the floor. We got length on the wings, we got rim protection inside, and effort across all 5 positions, so we should be able to play a little bit of defense here as Neesmith swings it over to Jackson. Tough defensive pressure in there. That's a stop. Mitchell Robinson grabs the rebound and kicks it over to Miles. Miles brings it up to the right side. Trying to get the offense going. Finds Hachimura in the wing. That one don't go. Got to get back on defense. Miles plays good defense, but it does not matter. Siakam scores. Pacers lead 5-4. How are we going to score? How are we going to figure out getting points in this game? Miles for 3, no good. Robinson with a putback. That one's good. Mitchell Robinson fights for rebounds down there in the post, so he will be a good addition here to this team. Rim protector, high flyer. First block of the franchise history will come soon, I'm sure. That one's off as Miles grabs another rebound. Swings it over to Dort. Dort drives hard on the baseline and a dunk. Hard dunk. Red Hawks up 8-5. And that forces Indiana into a timeout. We're off to a fast start here. Definitely got to get off in transition. That definitely seems like something that this team should be able to do. Every fan in the stands is rocking their Louisville gear, courtesy of Derby City Sportswear, representing the city in style. First game in Kentucky history, first NBA game in Kentucky history, known for the Kentucky Derby, this city. But now we got basketball too. Mathurin post up, double comes. No good. Nembhard kicks out, and that one's no good as well. Miles with another rebound. Bringing it up the right side. Calling for a ball screen now. Comes off that screen. Pull up. No good. That seems to be his game, so look for him to shoot that a little bit more often. Nembhard. not stopped until he gets to the paint. But unlucky there as they kick it up to the side. Champagne and finishes with the right hand. That one's good. 2 points for him. Miles picks up Nembhard at the top of the key. Fighting to go over the screen. Double comes. Oh, backdoor cut. Jackson scores on the backdoor cut. If we're going to double over, we're going to have to rotate as well. So that's where the basketball IQ is going to have to kick in for this young Red Hawks team. They swing it around, and Miles comes to the top of the key. Gets a ball screen there. Hachimura rolls and finishes. That's good offense there. Got guys, excuse me, not Hachimura, excuse me, that's Collins. Got guys rolling, got guys moving. That's good offense. That's what we need. And we need an announcer to remember who our players are. Pacers for three. That one's no good. Champagne with a rebound. Miles up the right side. Gets stopped for a second, but then continues to push. Collins with another screen. That one doesn't work. Champagne on the left side. Now gets a screen from Hachimura. There he is. Miles for three. No good. Got to stop the ball. Three ball, no good. Collins with the rebound, kicks it up to Dort. Dort brings it up the right side. Gets a screen. Now Miles. Gets a screen from Hachimura. And this one is finished. Hachimura with another one. 4 points on the night so far. Siakam with the ball at the top. Got him by Hachimura. That's going to be a tough matchup for him all night. Again, the help. Again, the help comes over. Nobody rotates. We give up a wide open three. 16-12 now with 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Down screen coming for Miles. Miles doesn't take the three. Comes off of it and finishes with a scoop layup. Gets into the paint. He's got 4 points, 6 assists as well. Nembhard is not stopped at all. Man, that's not good. Coach is going to be upset about that. That gives up a three. Got to stop the ball in transition. Got to get the defense set up. That's not a good start. 3 seconds left. Miles gets one off from the one side, and it does not go down. First quarter in franchise history down in the books. Pacers are down 18-15 as Jackie Miles looks to get his team going. Fans cheering on Louisville will enjoy bluegrass bourbon in the stands. A true Kentucky tradition meets NBA action. Thank you for the sponsorship. Red Hawks are up 3. Got to get going here. Offense seems to be a bit stagnant, even though we got a few points. Got to get the defensive end going. That's what I should say. Oh, a little help over. Everybody's helping and nobody's helping all at the same time. Everybody's jumping around and nobody's actually getting the stop. Miles brings it up on the right side. And they swing it through to the opposite side. Miles gets a down screen. He does not take the shot. Calls for a ball screen. Gets going. That one's intercepted very, very quickly by Nembhard. McConnell up the left side. Duncan Robinson gets a hand up. It does not matter. TJ McConnell scores, and it is now 19-18. Miles trying to get the offense set up. Looking for Duncan Robinson on the right side there. Good defense by the Pacers. Goes under the screen, so Robinson knocks down a three. Duncan Robinson with his first 3 points as a Red Hawk. Siakam on the left, on the right side, goes off a ball screen, swings it back to top and misses. Duncan Robinson with another rebound. Gives it up to Miles. Miles brings it up the left side. Calls for a ball screen. Mitchell Robinson sets it. Wide open down the lane. Mitchell Robinson with a two-handed jam. Early ball screen gets the left side wide open. Got to continue to do that in transition, but that means we got to get stops first. Miles on McConnell on the left side. Good defense there. Good help over. Siakam knocks it down. If you're going to help off Siakam, we got to have some rotation. This coach is forced to call the timeout. I know what he's talking about in that huddle. He's got to talk about rotations, got to talk about helping out the guy that helps out the guy. And I know Jake Thomas will be a little bit upset about that as Mitchell Robinson finishes and gets the and one. Mitchell Robinson with 6 points so far. 25-21 with 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Mitchell Robinson to the free throw line. That one's terrible. Good Lord. Pacers with the ball, quickly gets it up the court as McConnell is stopped. They try to throw an alley-oop to Obi Toppin. It does not work. Quickly up the court, Robinson with the ball. Now Champagne. Lou Dort on the right side. Comes off a ball screen. They look for Hachimura. Hachimura with a slam. He's got 6. Good ball movement there. Good job by Robinson to realize he did not have the fast break. Kicks it back out, and then we can get a good ball screen going. Halliburton on the right side. Kicks to Siakam. Siakam having a night. Goodness. Got to figure out how to stop Siakam. Redhawks up 27-24. Kicks it over to Lou Dort. Lou Dort on the right side. Left side, excuse me. Trying to get the offense set up as Coach Thomas sets up the play. Looks for Jackie Miles on the right side. Does not go, but Champagne with a putback. Oh, it does not go as well. Good night. Going a little cold here are the Redhawks. Siakam on the right side. Gets a ball screen. Robinson guarding hard. Good help there by Miles. Good rotation and a foul. Champagne gets his first foul. Sends McConnell to the line.
Shooting for Indiana, TJ McConnell.
And he knocks down both. That makes it a 1-point game. Miles bringing it up the right side once again. Swinging it through. Miles off the down screen. Now they swing it to Hachimura. Fouled there by McConnell. They seem to be moving the ball well. They're establishing some type of offense as we're up 1. Got to continue to set screens there on the side. There you go. And that Hachimura, once again, the ball screen works there on the side. Great job getting the ball to that side. Indiana's going to have to figure out how to defend that sooner or later. Siakam down in the post. The double comes. They rotate. Great job there. Much better out of the timeout this time. Halliburton with a pull-up. That one's good. Miles gets lost. Halliburton takes advantage. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Jake Thomas's style is defense. So they're going to have to figure out how to get stops here as we move forward now. 35-30 in the second quarter with 1 minute left to play. Neesmith on the right side. Guarded by Okogie. Good block there by Wolf. Way to step over and help. Rotations start to happen, and there we go. Now we're playing straight up defense. Swing to Neesmith. Oh my goodness, and that one hurts.
3 points.
Up by 2. You know, despite the not so much success on the defensive end, they are still up 2 in this game. Lou Dort comes off of a double down screen. That one's no good. Pacers look to push it ahead with Neesmith. Mathurin on the left side, guarded by Dort. Halliburton guarded by Nembhard. And they set a screen there for Mathurin. Wolf hedges it out. Rotation late. Doesn't get there on time. And they give up 2 points. Now a tie ball game. Nembhard on the left side with 8 seconds left to go on the clock. Swings it over to Okogie. Okogie comes off the down screen. Looks to shoot a 3 and no good. And that ends your first half here in the Nest. Louisville's NBA debut. What a start for the city. 35-35 tie ball game against a very, very tough Indiana Pacer team. Offensively, Louisville looks sharp. 16 for 28 from the field as a solid 57% shooting, showing that this group can create some clean looks when it's time to do so. 26 points in the paint highlight the inside presence of Jackie Miles and Mitchell Robinson. attacking the rim and earning trips to the line. Louisville has shared the ball well as they have 12 assists, and the bench is already making their mark with 10 points contributing. From deep, Louisville finds its rhythm of 3 of 12 from 3. Shows that there's some room for shooters to get going, like Duncan Robinson and Julian Champagny. Shooting 52% from the field and 36% are the Pacers, so they're gonna have to get that 52% thing down. Keys to the second half are gonna have to be sharpen the perimeter defense, find the three-point rhythm, and control the boards. Let's get back to the action as Mathurin scores and gets the and one. Hachimura gets his first foul. Knocks down the free throw at the line. 38-35 Pacers. Miles brings it up and looks to get the offense going. They swing it through to the opposite side. Once again comes off that down screen. This time wide open and knocks it down. 7 points for Jackie Miles. He has 9 assists on the evening. That's pretty good there in the first half as he makes his debut as the point guard of the Redhawks. Siakam at the top now, Hachimura guarding. Tough matchup for Hachimura. We're gonna have to figure out something to switch this or find somebody else that's gonna have to guard. As we give up a pick and roll dunk there to Jackson. Siakam is definitely the player of the game tonight as he's establishing any and everything that he wants to do on the offensive end. Miles is gonna have to get going with his scoring as well in order to match it. Miles comes off the ball screen, wide open lane, finishes with the left. 9 points for the rookie. Halliburton now looking to get his team going. Pass in the paint to Siakam. And yes, Coach Jackson, that is a great timeout call. So we are not in the right spot where we're supposed to be. Excuse me, Coach Thomas. Miles coming off the ball screen and not a good look coming out of the timeout. Coach Thomas is definitely frustrated with that one as that is an illegal screen. Foul there on Robinson. Down 2 are the Redhawks. Halliburton with a 3. That one doesn't go. Miles with a rebound. Now has 4 rebounds, excuse me. Brings it up the left side, looks for a ball screen. Rolls is Robinson. Robinson finishes. Another big finish there for Robinson. Nobody's back on defense as Jackson just catches it and scores immediately. 44-42. We've got to get it together on the defensive end as Miles throws it away, careless. That's being young. That's being young. Just trying to force the ball into the paint. He's got to learn that he's going to have to make a better pass than that. Ball inbounds to Miles. He gets another ball screen. Down the paint. Oh, and looks for Robinson. Now they'd have nothing, so they give it out to Dort. 5 seconds on the clock. Dort looks to take the shot. Hachimura finishes like a ballerina. Nifty on his feet. Nifty on his feet. Good pass there by Dort. Able to finish. 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Halliburton for 3. Doesn't go. Robinson with a rebound. Robinson kicks ahead to Dort. Dort pushes the pace. Hachimura can't get any further than that. Looks to kick it out to Miles. Miles looking for a ball screen. Comes off the ball screen. Down the middle of the paint goes Robinson. Looks to finish. Does not. Should have shot the first one. Should have shot the first one.
First personal foul.
But he does make his way to the line. Robinson not the greatest of free throw shooters, but
Taking 2 shots.
makes the first. And makes the second. Congrats to him. Neesmith now looking to bring the ball up the court. Timeout called by the Indiana Pacers. As the Redhawks look to get it going, definitely finding themselves some offense, which is what we definitely needed. Coach Thomas is molding habits. Tonight isn't just about the points. It's definitely about structure. He's got to figure out how to get these guys to play together. Got to get these guys to find some defense on the other end. Jackie Miles with 9 points, 11 assists right now. Swings it over to Dort. Dort back to Miles. Miles shoots one. Doesn't go. But Robinson with a rebound. He's got 5 rebounds, 12 points on the night. Bullying there on the inside. Jackson has nothing he can do about it. Neesmith comes off the ball screen, guarded by Dort. Ball thrown into Siakam. Double comes. They rotate. Rotate again. This one does not go, but now we do not get the rebound. Jackson puts it back. Isaiah Jackson having a great night tonight as well. Miles brings it up the right side, looking inside, and does not go. Swings it over to Robinson. Robinson to Dort. Robinson sets the down screen for Miles. Pumps fake. Should have shot the first one. Comes off the ball screen. Rolls. And we get nothing out of it. Miles needs to realize that he needs to shoot that first one. We trust in him that he can make those shots even as a young player. Halliburton now guarded. Jackie Miles jumps. That leads to Siakam scoring in the paint with Jackson scoring in the paint. Huge dunk. Miles now coming off the screen. Gets deep into the paint and a dunk of his own. He's got 11 points. He's got a double-double. First double-double of Red Hawks history goes to the rookie, Jackie Miles, 21 years old. Good player. Neesmith now with the ball on the right side. Miles D's up on Halliburton as Siakam scores yet again. 55-55, 35 seconds left to here to go in the third quarter. The Red Hawks are going to have to figure out how to get a stop. Ball swung around to the right side to Dort. Miles to the top of the key. Pump fakes, then shoots. Misses this one. Definitely got to shoot the first one. He's hesitating, and he knows he's hesitating. He's got to shoot. Siakam, another one. Bang! Siakam having a night. 15 seconds left to go here in the third. 58-55. Miles brings it up the right side, calls for a ball screen. Robinson rolls. Miles behind the ball screen. It does not go. Siakam brings it up. That one does not go as well. And that third quarter finally comes to an end. Red Hawks can breathe out because that was not great. Let's see if we can get the fourth quarter started a little differently here. Miles comes off the ball screen going to his left. Looks for, Mitchell Robinson just misses. Siakam brings it up the court. Dribble to the right side, got it by Robinson. No good. Hachimura with the rebound. Kicks over to Miles. Miles up to Dort. Dort looks to turn the corner. Can't. Gives it back to Miles. Miles gets another ball screen from Hachimura. Ball inside and finishes. Hachimura with 12. Having a night. That's the scoring that they need. They need a second guy, and it looks like to be Hachimura. Miles has 11. Hachimura with 12. Robinson with 12. Finding scoring all over the place. Now it's just about getting a stop. Lou Dort wide open, decides not to take the shot, comes off the ball screen instead. Looks to get inside, cannot go anywhere. Now Champagne comes off the screen, and that's no good. That's a shot he can make. We'll take that one. That's good offense. And a block on the other end. That's good. There's the defense that we need. Miles for 3. Bang! Finally gets one to fall. Miles now has 14. The Red Hawks are now up 60-58 with 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter. There we go. That's the offense that we were looking for. It came from a stop. They were able to kick ahead in transition and finally find Miles for 3. They've shot a bunch. They just can't get them to fall. Hopefully they can start falling here sooner or later. They're playing pretty well right now, I will say. Defensively, they're rotating, trying to get the stops. Pacers are just playing good basketball. Sometimes better basketball beats good defense. As they swing it around, Halliburton for 3. That's not good when you give a star a wide open shot. Pacers are now up 65-62. 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Miles comes off a ball screen from Robinson. Looks to get into the paint, can't. Robinson over McConnell, can't score there. He's gonna have to find a way to get that one to fall. That's no good. Miles playing defense on Siakam. Siakam gets all the way into the paint, can't finish. Kick it up now to Dort. Dort to Hachimura. To the side to Miles. Miles with a great dribble. Oh my God! All the way back to his ankle with the ball. Tomahawk slam. Jackie Miles puts one down. We'll definitely be remembering that one. Halliburton now, 3 minutes left on the clock, finds nothing there as Dort brings it up the left side. We look to attack. Hachimura into the paint. Doesn't work. McConnell with the steal. Miles D'ing up. Halliburton once again for three. Goodness. Pacers up 68-64 after that timeout. Got to get some type of offense going here with 2.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. In this first historic game of the Red Hawks. Oh my God! Jackie Miles once again going down the middle of the lane and doing it all over again. Cocking it all the way back, finishing strong. He's going to have to do that a lot more here tonight in order to get this game. Now he D's up on Halliburton. Halliburton throws it inside to Siakam. Siakam doubled, and again, the double gets beat by a backdoor cut. We're going to have to rotate over. Lou Dort needs to step down inside of that to not allow that to happen. Miles for three. And he is hot indeed, ladies and gentlemen. 70-69, Miles with 21 points, 12 assists. And what a night. Crowd on their feet asking for a stop from their defense. Halliburton for three, Miles with a hand. Robinson with the pull down. Miles pushes it up to the right side. Down by one, comes off the ball screen. Looks for Robinson. Robinson finishes. 1:30 left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. 71-70, your Red Hawks are ahead. The nest is loud. Jackie Miles gets the steal. Dort up to Miles, back to Dort. Pull up, not the shot we needed. Pacers looking to push it ahead. Siakam with the ball, kicks it back to Halliburton. Halliburton attacks and hits a dagger of threes. 1:10 left on the clock. Red Hawks down two. Miles on the right side. Left side comes to his right. Swings it down to Robinson. Robinson dunks it down. It is now a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We're down underneath a minute. Robinson finishes strong. And Miles now did up on Halliburton. Halliburton trying to get going to his left. Can't get going. Jackson wide open for a dunk. Red Hawks down two. That kind of silences the nest here. Miles on the right side. Comes off the ball screen. Looks inside. Kicks it out to Champagne. Doesn't work. Back to Miles we go. Now we set up a ball screen. Finishes on the right. Let's go to the right side. No finish. Collins with the putback dunk. And that ties the ball game up. John Collins finishing at the right time. Right man, right spot. Your Red Hawks are now down 2 points. 26 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. What a historic night. What a start to this franchise. 75-75. Pacers basketball. Red Hawks need to get a stop here. Lou Dort now on Halliburton. Coach Thomas finally figures it out that we need to make an adjustment. 15 seconds left on the clock as Halliburton looks to get the last shot. 75-75. Halliburton coming off a ball screen. Dort doesn't allow it. Champagne, Jackson, what a finish. Champagne steps over, finally in the right spot defensively. And Jackson says it does not matter as he finishes over the top. 77-75, 4.5 seconds left on the clock. What are the Red Hawks gonna do? They advance the ball up the right side. Oh my God, Miles gets a wide open lane, finishes it with a dunk. And that sends the Nets into a frenzy. Miles ties the game, 77-77. 2.6 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Now they just need to get the stop. Jackson taking it out. Finds Matherin, hand in the face. It does not go down. We got overtime basketball here in the nest. Jackie Miles with a clutch dunk forces overtime, and we are now headed to extra innings, ladies and gentlemen. 77-77. The Pacers are having a hot night, but the Red Hawks grind their way to force it into overtime. Jackie Miles is definitely the acquisition that we needed. We needed somebody on the offensive end that was going to help us out. Lou Dort, Mitchell Robinson anchor the defense. Hachimura and Miles anchor the offense as we now go into overtime here in this historic game. Game number 1 in this franchise. Kick out to Neesmith. Neesmith knocks it down, 80-77. 2.5 minutes left to go. Miles brings it up the right side, calls for a ball screen. Comes off that ball screen, looks to get into the paint. Good shot, doesn't go. And a putback. Robinson chases down a rebound. He has 20 and 10, another double-double for the Redhawks. Misses the free throw though. Pacers push it ahead. Siakam having a night, looking to score here. They give it back to him. And he knocks out another 3. 83-79 Pacers. Redhawks trying to match the scoring of the Pacers, and I don't know that they can. Miles kicks it to Robinson. That's 2 more. 83-81. Robinson with 22 on the night. We didn't think Robinson was going to be that guy, but yet he finds a way to get some scoring in. Neesmith guarded by Miles, and a foul there. Halliburton fouls Miles on the screen. The Redhawks need to get going here. Miles on the left side, calls for the ball screen. Down the middle of the paint, kicks it out. Champagne for 3. It does not go, and Miles gets the foul. So not only do we not get the points, but we now add to the foul total as Miles fouls Halliburton. Halliburton now brings it up the left side, guarded by Dort. Halliburton for 3. It goes. Man, when stars need to star, they indeed do star. As Halliburton knocks out a 3, pushes the lead out to 5 points. We're down to 1 minute and 22 left on the clock here. Miles looks for the roll. We look out of sorts here on this offensive set. Miles shoots behind the ball screen, gets nothing. Oh, and Robinson tips it out of bounds. Pacers basketball, it goes the other way. 5-point game, 1 minute left on the clock. Halliburton on the right side, charging call. That sends it back down to the Pacers. Lou Dort doing what Lou Dort does, and he gets the stop. Now we need an offensive possession to be successful. They swing it around on the right side. Miles comes off the down screen, looks for 3. Is that it? It is not. It is not. Rebound. Siakam pulls it down. And the Pacers, the Redhawks now need to start fouling. 45 seconds left on the clock. They're down 5. They can get a stop here without having to foul. Because Miles is just trying to do anything and everything to get a stop. Ball to the right side to Mathurin. Mathurin finds Neesmith on the down screen. And when they needed it the most, the Redhawks can't get the rebound. This sends Siakam to the line. Siakam having a night, adds 1 more to it. Misses the second one though, gives a little bit of life to the Redhawks. They are down 3. Champagne in the corner, this needs to go. It does not. And now we are forced to foul. Hachimura fouls Mathurin. Mathurin knocks down the first. And the second. 8-point gut ball game for the Redhawks, down 8. Again, out of sorts, not really knowing what to do, wasting time here. Lou Dort just needs to get one up. It does not go. Hachimura with the rebound and the putback. Now a 6-point game. And they foul once again.
At the line for 2.
Jackson knocks down the first. Jackson knocks it down. 3 seconds left on the clock. Miles with a heave. It does not go. And what a hard-fought battle for the Redhawks. They don't pull away with it, but they definitely made it interesting. Redhawks fall 93-82 in their first game in franchise history. It hurts, but it also tells you a lot. Let's start with the bigger picture. Louisville finishes the night with shooting 55% from the field, 37 of 67, which is extremely efficient for a team playing its first game together. They attacked the rim, played through contact, and stayed aggressive all night. The problem, outside shooting, boy, it never came around. Just 7 for 27 for 3, and that allowed Indiana to pack the paint late and survive overtime. Rebounding was tight. Louisville narrowly loses the battle 31-29, and those extra possessions mattered, especially in overtime period where every trip is magnified. Defensively, this is where the story really turns. The Pacers shot 45% from 3, 13 of 29, and that was the difference indeed. Louisville defended the paint well most of the night, but the perimeter breakdowns, especially in key moments, gave Indiana just enough breathing room to escape. Jackie Miles showed exactly why he's the franchise guy. 23 points and 15 assists, controlled the offense, created for others, and carried the load when things stalled. Mitchell Robinson was outstanding with 22 points and 11 rebounds, and he proved he was going to be the defensive anchor that we definitely needed. Hachimura chipped in 14 points, Lou Dortz added 7, John Collins finished with 6. But here's the truth, and it's obvious watching this team. The Redhawks don't have the offensive chemistry yet, and they need to figure it out defensively. Boy, both sides of the ball. Right now, it just looks like a bunch of hoopers out there just playing basketball. Not really a team running the offense or defense. There's talent and there's efforts. There's competitiveness as well. But we hesitate on late reads and possessions where we need all 5 guys to step over and help us out. Overtime exposed us. Indiana looked organized. Louisville did not. Here's the encouraging part. They competed. They didn't fold. They had forced overtime, and they showed building blocks you can win with. Coach Thomas will point to the defense and the effort. Owner Terry Free will demand growth, not just excuses. And this locker room will walk away knowing exactly what they need to fix. This wasn't a failure. This was step 1. This is Louisville basketball, and it is here to stay. We'll see you next time. Peace.